Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken's here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, awesome day. I've made it up to rank 19, global top 35, I think, something like that, which is pretty great. So we're going to go over what you guys need to know, going over the next couple days. Also, guys, do appreciate it if you throw in that code CHICKEN in the shop. It does help to support the channel. You want to stay up to date with everything this season, don't forget to subscribe as well. And also, we're doing the giveaway for the channel members. All this cool stuff behind me is up for grabs, technically. And you have your chance to win by simply becoming a channel member before tomorrow. And we do them every month. So if you don't win tomorrow, then you get another chance. I'm going to try to do... anyways, we'll talk more about that later. You're here for Season 55. So this was the base. Shout out to my man, Mr. Ollie. He has a YouTube channel. He streams every day. Or most days, I think. And he gave me this base, and I altered it a little bit. So he had a laser here, which has been pretty popular. I don't like the laser. The laser has sucked for me, so I'm running the Simo. Now, I know a lot of you probably don't even have this prototype because this was the weaker of the two prototype nodes, and we didn't really need to get it. But I ended up picking it up, so that's what I went with, was the Simo, and once I switched to that, that seemed to do pretty good. Floki is here, but I got to charge my mouse, so I can't plug in the Floki cam. Apologies. He's not happy if you can hear him growling away back there, but he'll survive. He'll survive. So that's the base. If you want to take a screen grab of that, copy it up. It was a sweet one, guys. It was a sweet one. What I should do here, actually, is I should try to hide these mines with the trophies. I don't know why I got those just sitting out there for no reason. Not to point out, because everyone has already seen it, but let's go over the tech next. Now, the tech is very confusing in terms of where to go next. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm at least going to show you guys what was working for me today. So, we're still running with the same stat boost. 40 troop health, DVD, 80 DVD, and we picked up the building health today. So, we were thinking about going heavies yesterday, but we didn't really need them. The base was strong enough with the building health to stand on its own, so we opted for building health, and then we got shock mines. Shock mines were huge. That was really the biggest reason to get building health. Building health was very good, but it wasn't really good until we also added the shock mines to it as well, because heavies could get through still without shock mines there. Everything else just got through it, and the shock mines really helped slow it down, because there's nothing to clear mines with at the moment in terms of gunboat abilities. So we got a few options moving forward from here. Oh, also, tanks. We maxed out tanks. Tanks are good. That's what I've been using all day. I've been using tanks, and they can get through the base. Rifles and Zookas were struggling. Grens would probably work on some bases, but most of the bases I'm going against right now have been spread out. And there's so many mines, and I don't have anything to clear mines, so I'd have to use something else with the Grens, making them even weaker. So we've gone with the tanks for the most part, and just cleared 2 to 3 engines, and that's been enough. So, shock mines. Now we got some questions. So, do we want to go 5 ERs? Do we want to go cannons? Do we want this troop boost? Do we want to go all the way back here and get shock bombs, Everspark, Crying Ears, and shock launchers, which is going to take days and days and days to get all that stuff? I'm not really sure yet. What we can do is we can look at some of these top guys. I'm not sure where I'm at now. I'm sure I fell off a little bit, but yeah, we fell down to 40. Which is not a problem. But let's take a look at what some of these guys are doing way up here. I'm assuming they're in 5 ER now, probably with all the stuff. Loki, don't eat that, buddy. Don't do that. Don't do that. So this guy has no mines. He's got 4 ERs and shock launchers. Okay, interesting. So he went the backfill route. Paxitonius, let's see what he did. These guys are questionably very close to each other. Not going to say anything, not going to accuse, but suspicious. This guy's got a similar base to me. He's actually got all the same stat nodes. I'm not sure how he got up to rank 22. Maybe, I'm not really sure. So nobody is at 5? 1, 2, 3, 4? Huh. So a lot of shock launchers at rank 22. Kaiser at rank 21, about to be 22. Again with the shock launcher. So just to get a look at what some other guys are doing, you know, it's always helpful to watch the leaderboard a little bit and try to figure it out. So let's go over the attack next. Now, before I get in here and start floundering about. Take a look at this. So most people were fizzling on this base. That is how we got away with it. The people that cleared me, we struggled against. And I had a lot of heartbreaking losses like this. This one really sucked. To lose by 11% to something that would have given us like close to 20 stars, 2 ranks ahead. Oh, painful. Painful. So it was not an easy go of things today. It definitely took some grinding, but yeah, sorry, we're going to go over the attack there. Let's see. Let's try to find a full clear here where we won. Don't have any of those. Let's just go against this last guy because this will probably be something similar that we come up against. So this base is fairly common. I like this base for tanks, but let's slow down. So, drop from the top or the bottom when you're doing this. It didn't seem to make a huge difference for me. My plan here was to drop 7 boats of tanks and then have 1 boat of rifle come in on the top and then distract the boom cannon and the doom cannon while the tanks cleared out everything else. But it didn't really end up working like that. But yeah, so they came around the top over here. And we are using Iron Will as well just to help try to keep those tanks alive. Typically they do end up fizzling at some point, but yeah, they can get most of the base down, so that's what we've been running with when I'm running rifles and Zookas. Because I either have tanks, rifles, and Zookas or Grens to pick from, right? I don't have heavies. I did get flares today. That helped a little bit. But it's tough to clear right now, guys. It's tough to clear, especially when everyone's running these same kind of similar compacts. So let's dive into it. Let's do a live one here. And let's see what we can figure out. So sometimes we'll use Rifle Zuka, depending on what the base is. Mainly if they don't have regular mines, then we can go Rifle Zuka. If they do, then it's just easier to use tanks. There's that, and depending on how dirty the base is, if it's compact, fizzle base, then we want to go with tanks. The tanks are not great. I don't recommend necessarily you guys use them. I mean, I think we have to get them depending on the path you take. And we have so many tokens, like such an overflow of tokens this season. There's not really a mistake for upgrading stuff. So you can max out whatever you want, really. Even the big things we got to save for, rockets, barrage, shock launchers, like we'll be able to max those out fairly easily. This guy's got 40, 40, and 40. I've got 40, 80, and 40. He does have 2 prototypes, but one of them is a Sky Shield, so I don't mind that. Don't mind that too much. Okay, so let's try it. We're going to go... make sure we got... Always check this season because we're going back and forth between battle orders and Iron Will. Always check and make sure that you've got the right ability picked. I've done that many times. I've lost a few boss fights even just because I went in with battle orders because the last attack was very easy or whatever, and then you go in and it's like, because battle orders with tanks, they don't really mix. They don't really mix, guys. So what I want to have happen here is I want to make sure that the tanks clear out some of the easy stuff. I don't need Brick running in and hitting shock mines and getting damage from flamethrowers right out of the gates. None of this stuff, like in this area, is going to affect the tanks at all. So as long as they can get into a decent position, clear out most of this stuff, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-flare them. So they'll definitely stay all in the area that we want. They'll take out some shock mines, which is fine. And then we'll go like this over here. So by that time, we can use the Iron Will. At some point, Brick, don't step out of bounds. I panicked there and used the Iron Will just in case the boom cannon targeted her. It likes to do sometimes. Alright, so we're going to go like this. And we're going to use another Iron Will right here. We got the full coverage. Now, at this point, well, we've only got 1 down. So I'm going to try to free clear as much as we can first. We still got a lot of troops left, but typically, or sometimes what I'll do is I'll go for the, like I'll flare them onto the engine room, but with this base and the Sky Shield, I'm not going to be able to get the smokes where I want them, so I'm only going to get like a handful of tanks there, so I think we'll be better to try to survive this one. The Sky Shield's going to mess us up a little bit. We got that boom cannon. Here we go. Oh, it's kind of looking like we'll get through it almost, guys. just got that flare off in that Doom Cannon. I want to take that down first. I don't know. Let's go like this. Okay, this is going to be very close. If he finishes us, we're going to lose, I think, because we're probably going to lose on time. But if we can have a chance at least finishing the base, that would be nice. Come on, tanks. Ah, take it down. It's got to be the slowest battle possible. All right. Get your heads over there. Oh, oh man. That was a weird one because I've never been that close to finishing, and then typically people don't finish the base, so I knew that would happen now, so that's kind of why I stopped pushing. It just wasn't really any greater tech, but yeah, that sucks. I don't think we're gonna have time to finish all of these engine rooms, but either way. So anyways, give you guys a good idea of what was working for today, what worked for me anyways, and yeah, hopefully that gives you some ideas of what to do going forward. And I hope it helps you guys out. Make sure to leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. And if you found it interesting, entertaining, or fun, catch the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.